Along with Greg Anthony. GA,
well,
what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Simmons is out there with Harris. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Favors is out there with Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right, food.
But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass the ball. Outside Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
And that one is good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Hayes. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
3-pointer. Horford trying to free himself up. It's deflected. Here's Hart. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Over Harris. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
The quick look, no good that time.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Harris outside. There's the triple. Drills the 3-pointer. He's got 7.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that
win. Ball against Simmons. Holiday surveying the floor. Horford with the rebound. And stolen by Favors. And it's sent back by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
Holiday, the pass to Hart. That shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons A combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
That's good from Simmons. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Here's Holiday. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Holiday's got 5.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close, is probably scoring.
And the pass to Embiid. Launches it. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Ball finds Favors. Outside Holiday. Takes the 13-footer, and that one drops. He's got 7.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ball's running. Six to shoot. Ball stolen. Ball going up court.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Tipped away. And now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Ball with it, outguarded by Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Holiday.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Passes it to Ball. Outside Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Pays the pass to Hart. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris inside. He's covered by Ball. Here's Hart. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint. A double clutch. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Favors. Here's Hart. just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. Kept alive. Hayes. Tries yet again. Favors can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Down by 12. And they pick up 2. Holiday's got 11 points.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got his second bucket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Ball, the pass to Hart, and here's Hayes. Pass to Favors. Over Horford. Favors can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hayes dishes to Holiday. Here's the pass to Ball. Back to Holiday. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers leading by 9. Passes to Simmons. Here's Horford, and he makes good on his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Hayes with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He kicks it to Ball. Pass to Hart. The 3. Second shot opportunity and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we
I
doing,
meant popcorn, right
and the
next to it.
popcorn.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Moore, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
Moore goes into the contact. He's saying, I want more contact.
Each one more.
That's good for Moore. 55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not 2. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
Taking a look at the 76ers. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Korkmaz is out there with Richardson.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Okafor trying to get open. No good from Moore. The 76ers leading by 8. Pass to Horford. Missed inside.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Melly passes to Alexander Walker. And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Number 5 is Lonzo Ball.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
Well, proactive style of defense is one thing, but using your smarts is another. They've got great anticipation of where that ball is going on any given play. They've read the scouting report.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor, and it's Drew Holiday in for more. 2 points, that one goes.
Assist goes to Tobias Harris.
Pelicans trail by 9. And here is Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hayes. And Embiid with the block. Over to the wing. 17-foot shot on the way. Buries the jump shot.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Ball, the pass to Melly. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Harris for 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Down low. Shoots. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, not known for his passing, but Harris is pretty prudent there with the ball. Not a lot of careless turnovers from him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Holiday. Taken away. At the elbow, it's Harris. Finished off the break. And the 76ers lead by 15.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ball, the bounce pass. Now here's Hayes, guarded by Embiid. Clock at 6. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 16.
The defenders right now guessing as to how Drew Holiday is going to come at you. Offense showing up tonight for Drew.
New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
Josh Hart.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Richardson against Ball. Pass to Hart for the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. The dish to Richardson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Timeout called, the 76ers. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all?
There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days, of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Ball against Harris. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Holiday. Offensive rebound. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Shoots the 3. That one, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 16-point game. Holiday goes in. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first free throw is good. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I was thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Pelicans trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 21.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
76ers moving the ball around. Floats it up for Horford, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Embiid.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors is checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons checked in for Josh Richardson. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Free throw line jump shot, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's putting up 13 points a game, 17 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about two key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Hayes. Not going to go that time. Good D by Embiid.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way, he's still able to complete the play.
Pass to Favors. Back to Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris. The Pelicans have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
First one falls for him. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. Williams comes in for Josh Hart. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Williams. .124 left here in the second. Redick inside the line. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Great look, but off the mark.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Redick dishes to Favors. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
The pass to Embiid. At the elbow, Horford. It's tipped. Okafor with the steal. To the middle. Here's Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's 7 points for Derek Favors. Feeds it to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Great D that time from Redick.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now the 76ers on the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. 76ers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. He hits both from the stripe. Now here is Holiday. Got it off in time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 18. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Philadelphia leading by 18. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Hart is out there with Favors, and it's Hayes in at the center position.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
That one falls. 30 points in the game.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Ball finds Favors. To the inside, Holiday. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And now the 76ers on the break. A nice shot by Harris.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
And the 3 ball is good. Hart's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. To the right side. Back to Simmons. Takes a 3. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. From past the arc. The shot, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Passes it to Ball. Inside, here's Hart.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And it's sent back by Horford. The 76ers leading by 22. And that one drops for him.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Harris against Holiday. Here's Hart, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Simmons. He's got 11. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Ball, the pass to Hart. Now Hayes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Favors in the post. Working on Horford. 4 on the clock. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 40.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
So both teams changing it up here. Most of the season completed, a good picture developing as to the top rookies in the league. So let's take a look now at the race for Rookie of the Year. All season long, he has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Me too. And it's the way that he's just sustained his level of play for the entire season. So consistent. No major peaks, no huge valleys. That's pretty impressive stuff and heady stuff from a rookie. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Over Simmons. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Hayes. O'Quinn defending. Here's Hart. And that one hits back iron. 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And the basket is good.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Pass to Hart. Now here's Favors. Back to Hart. Outside Favors. They get a hand on it from outside the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Derek Favors. The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
2 shots.
The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Scott hits them both. And here are the Pelicans now. Ball, the pass to Alexander Walker. Ball against Scott. And O'Quinn sends it back.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Back to Richardson. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Richardson's got 6.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And stolen by Richardson. He feeds it to Harris. Rebound by Alexander Walker. New Orleans has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. 7 changes for New Orleans. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Hart. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. Philadelphia on D. Moore in the corner. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 44.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
O'Quinn finds Richardson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Richardson against Redick. Here's Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Okafor. That one wide left.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pelicans foul call. J.J. Redick. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the 76ers. Number 35. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Williams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Alexander Walker. Moore outside. Can they get it? And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And he knocks down the first one.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both good from the line that time. The Pelicans shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The 76ers number 1. The Pelicans 4th.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end.
From deep, Moore sinks the three-pointer. Moore's got 5 now.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shoots from the line, and good! There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. It's Redick on the wing, pulls up. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. Taking a look at Philadelphia. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And I think for the 76ers, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence. tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be... A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. Moore passes to Holiday. Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. He dishes it to Holiday. Over Richardson. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 26.
Well, right now, Drew Holiday has the defense in the sandbox, just toying with them.
To the paint, Williams with the steal. Holiday against Richardson. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Redick. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Down low. Scott, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Back to Holiday. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Mike Scott. The Pelicans have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. .129 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Basket good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And let's take a look at some numbers for J.J. Redick. 16th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And yeah, one of the better three-point shooters in pro basketball. He's killed it from downtown every time we've watched him. Very impressive. The Pelicans shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Now here's Moore. D right on him. It's Redick on the wing. All alone. That shot off the mark. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Korkmaz. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Okafor. Here's Moore. Sweet little floater. Moore's got 7 now in this quarter.
Tough floater there. You don't see that much out of E'Twaun Moore. He made that one look easy.
Floats it up for Horford. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so it's Philadelphia with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
Substitution swap here for New Orleans. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Mike Scott out there with Murray. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
in today's game, and not with what's at stake. I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Ball, the pass to Hart. Back to Ball. Passes it to Hart. The feed to Hayes. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Tries from 10. O'Quinn can't hit. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Ball. And he lays it straight in.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Kicks it to Hayes. Jacks up a three. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. And O'Quinn sends it back. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, here's Ball. Burke covering.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent. I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
The 15-footer. Offensive rebound. And O'Quinn slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Ball with it. Pass to Melly. The tray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Melly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Bolden's checked in. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And there's the pass to Burke. Inside, where people talk about a player's mileage limit. Do you think total games is the most accurate assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. But they get it back. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Jackson passes to Favors. Dishes it to Miller. And it's blocked. To the inside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Alexander Walker passes to Jackson. Misses from close range. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Changes up. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Right, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He misses the free throw.
Number 35.
Good on the second free throw. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Jackson. Nobody near Williams. Offline with his three. Passes to Bolden. Can he keep it going? To the wing on the left. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, man, this is Kenny, man. I thought your coach did a great job on the offensive end to get you open. Getting you into a rhythm was important. What was he telling you before the game?
You know, Kenny, he was just telling me to stay patient, man. Work within the system. We do a good job of creating space to give scorers like myself room to operate. That spacing also allows us to control the matchups, forces the defense to make difficult decisions and adjustments. It's all about the spacing, man, spacing.
Yep, we're going to give you some space, man. Go get your shower, man.
Will do.